Finally, Peter Obi is here. I've been waiting for him to talk, Abi, about Nnamdi Kanu matter. He has spoken. But guess what? This speech when he writes today, now when he posts, so when no more go soon when no more go soon turn the speech upside down and read down from the back to the front. But let me show you what Peter Obi said at the come. Kanu's conviction. At a time like this, the news of Nnamdi Kanu's conviction should compel every well-meaning Nigerian to pause and reflect. This is coming at a time when our beloved nation is facing severe economic hardship, insecurity, and the consequences of poor governance. Rather than reducing tension, these unfortunate developments may well only aggravate it. Have always maintained that Nnamdi Kanu should never have been arrested. His arrest, detention, and now conviction represents a failure of leadership and a misunderstanding of the issues at stake. For years, I have consistently argued that dialogue, constructive engagement, and inclusive governance offer the path to lasting peace. Coercion becomes necessary only when reason has been exhausted. In this case, I submit that the reason was not only exhausted, but was probably not explored at all, or not fully explored. The concerns Kanu raised were not unheard of. The issues for which he demanded solutions were not insoluble. It only required wisdom, empathy, and a willingness to listen. In any functional society, such grievances are met with dialogue and reforms aimed at strengthening unity. The government's approach has only deepened mistrust and created an avoidable distraction at a time when citizens are overwhelmed by harsh economic realities and insecurity. While some may insist that the law has taken its course, leadership often demands more than a strict mechanical application of the law. Nations around the world resort to political solutions, negotiated settlements, and even amnesty when legal processes alone cannot serve the broader interest of peace and stability. Nigeria is not an exception. The handling of Kanu's case mirrors the government as a man trapped in a hole, but who, instead of looking for a way out, keeps digging deeper. It worsens not only the government's predicament, but also the nation's collective condition. If we truly desire a Nigeria, a united, peaceful, and progressive one, our leaders must choose healing over hostility, reconciliation over retaliation, and dialogue over division. Only by addressing grievances with justice, fairness, and compassion can we move towards a future where every Nigerian feels heard, valued, and safe. My ultimate call at this time, without prejudice to how anyone feels about the decision of the court, is for us to be optimistic for peace and reconciliation, which will come in the end. I'm also saying thereby that the presidency, the Council of State, and credible statesmen who love this country and who are interested in cohesion and inclusivity should rise to the occasion for lasting solution. P.O. So what Peter Obi is saying is simple. He said, number one, Nnamdi Kanu should not have even been arrested at all. When he started the complaint is not a new complaint. Now, waiting everybody they complain about, that was what he was complaining about. So, at that point, the government should have looked at fixing the problem that these people are complaining about. But instead, government show power mic. Now, if you look at things well, Nnamdi Kanu has been arrested and he has been sentenced to court. You can say it is the law that took his place, oh, yes. But what makes a good government is not how harsh you are with using the law. Sometimes, looking at what caused the problem, doing inclusive government. What is inclusive government? Something that we carry everybody along. Because this marginalization causes fight. So instead of doing strong-head with the law, you should have looked at an inclusive government, call everybody to the table, let's look at how to solve the issue, rather than doing, you say many people do this, the law will take its course. At this point in time, Nigeria is looking like a man with the inside pit. Instead of you to find out to come out from the pit, you dig yourself inside the pit the more. That's exactly what Peter Obi is saying here. The country is already tensed. People are already feeling marginalized. And instead of you to find a way to balance it so that everybody will feel carried along, they make them feel marginalized the more. because you feel you are government and you have power. But yet, after everything, he's calling for peace. He said, may nobody cause problem. Let the elder statesmen of the East and everybody find a way to come together and let's go to the negotiation table. He believes that negotiation table will bring solution. Me, I don't believe so. I don't believe so. I believe that Nigeria is a man that only hears force. If you know use strong head for the country not a year. Now where you take porter. And before you decide to use strong head, you must hold your side. You must have enough power to use the strong head. Ojukwu decided to use strong head and he had enough power. He just fell in that battle. That battle just failed him. And since that time, Nigeria has not learnt its lessons. Presidency will come south, Yoruba man. He go north, Northerners collect their own. He comes south again, he's your man. He go north, Northerners collect their own. He dey come south again, how he take come back to Yoruba man? We have 3 zones in the south. Southwest, South-South, and Southeast. So Obasanjo don't do Southwest. Goodluck Jonathan don't do South-South. It is the turn of the Southeast, but no. Me, I believe that Nnamdi Kanu should go to jail. But if he must go to jail, Sheikh Gumi too should go to jail. We cannot be using strong head power mic for one person. When he reach the other person, we go use dialogue. No, that is Ojo. That is full-blown Ojo. And Nigerian government just hates the Igbo man. But you see this thing, it go blow for their face one day when they watch them. Shebi that all the lockdown schools, it go blow for their face one day.